Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Crossing the 40. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He makes the grab. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Looking for some space. It's Wade. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, A&M. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. Linebacker shifting around now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Important second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
Quick throw caught on the left side. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now it's second down here. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running pounding him quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
To throw, it's Reed. He's going to take off. Breaking free at midfield. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. A quick juke. And he's got some room to work. Great move in the open field. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the extra point was up and good. Returner looking to create better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So it's second down and long here from the 13. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He'll pitch it. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They look to throw it here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Short connection to the tight end here. He bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. First down and 10. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made on the out route. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on a third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down after that previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. The Canes look to keep this drive moving.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Launching it downfield. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. And that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? Bringing pressure. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. You've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything.
And look at this, it's a fake. It falls incomplete, and the attempted fake fails. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up a
pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he knocks that one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looking to pass here. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, A&M. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And looking to throw now on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Wade. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense really clicking. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this deep to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Your quarterback keeps it on the option. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Gets some space around the 30. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tease. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The shotgun running play call. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Reed. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Making people miss. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Aggies are going to cash in here in the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
He cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
A handoff from the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, hit the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Tries the right with a quick throw, and is intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, this defense has been great entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Handoff to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield. It's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. And the Aggies will line up to punt it away. I doubt they'll try another fake here. Pass earlier just did not work. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Carr. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop it. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The sure hands. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Can he reach the end zone? Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The Hurricanes line it up with first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Pitch play to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board right now.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play where they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
To throw, it's Reed. Trying to extend the play. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Here's that defense shifting again. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense and work that clock, and you seal victory.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Quick juke to get free. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Breaking tackles. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, A&M. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, running back, receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Punt over the middle. It's Robinson. The gain's 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Canes are in the red zone. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Punt quickly. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area, and looks like it'll be an intentional grounding call. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown for the U. This passing game is still on fire. Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after. kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's a squid kick taken by one of the up men. They bring it down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Nowhere to run up the middle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.